The Bahamas Union of Teachers is calling for the removal of a high school principal who was convicted of manslaughter years ago.
It was reported in a newspaper that a North Andros principal was involved in a domestic dispute where his former girlfriend died.
Today, head of the Bahamas Union of Teachers, Belinda Wilson, is questioning how the principal, who was a former police officer, got back into public service.
Our Janelle Ferguson reports.
An ex-con now serving as a government high school principal on a family island made headlines today. It's an issue that Bahamas Union of Teachers President Belinda Wilson confirmed to our news team. She says parents, PTA, and community residents expressed their concern when the principal served on another island.
And the disciplinarian sought to discipline some of the students. They would say to him, "No jailbird can discipline me. No ex-con." The other concerns we had is that there were persons in the community who served time simultaneously with Mr. Stephen Sands. And so the understanding from the persons in the community when I had the meeting with them was that they would pass and say, "Hey, cellmate."
A recommendation, she said, was also made by the union to have the principal transferred to New Providence to work in an office post.
How did he get back into the system is a pertinent question that I believe that someone needs to answer.
Meanwhile, Labor Minister Shane Gibson says the principal's file is currently on his desk for review. Some laws, he said, do not allow persons to hold certain positions.
It may not be in law, but you may consider that it's not in the best interest. So even though it's not written in law, you may say, well, it shouldn't happen even though it's not in law. Right. I mean, you could take a policy position.
Bahamas Public Service Union President John Pinder also weighing in.
We often ask our employers to expunge bad things from the records of our members after 2 years or so. And so even there's a law in the country that for certain offenses after 7 years is expunged from your record. So I believe if you already serve 8 years and it's 30 years now, I think we need to let bygones be bygones.
Wilson says while she has no issue with ex-cons being rehabilitated into society, she wants to know who gave that principal a second chance.
And I hope that that person will be able to influence the powers that be to amend our laws so that some of our other young men who would have done less than what Mr. Sands would have done, so they can get a second chance.
Now, Education Minister, the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, said he'll comment on the matter before Cabinet meets tomorrow. Janelle Ferguson, ZNS Network News.
ZNS News reached out to the principal this morning, who said that he was disappointed with the article, but noted that he has served his time and that should not be held against him, adding that he has worked hard over the years to ensure his success and has done his best to help students to succeed.